Like a conversation is the hardest thing to have with niggas these days.
What?
Isn't it crazy?
I'd be like, what the
No
fuck are we
substance.
talking about?
Yeah, no substance, no
Like
nothing.
none.
So what is substance? That is the question. Some people actually have deepness to them, and others just feel like they do, but they don't. What up, YouTube family and folks? This is Kevin's perspective, the perspective that keeps on giving, back to give another one. If you're new to the channel, like, share, and subscribe, hit that notification bell. Now let's get down to the nitty gritty. You see the title. So I was watching the Know For Sure podcast, and they brought up a topic that I've been wanting to talk about for a while when it comes to the dating market for men. Let's get straight to it.
It's different, and it's like I need mental stimulation more than anything.
More than anything.
More than anything.
Can I talk to you?
Can I?
I'm so big on that right now. Like the next guy
I gotta
talk to,
talk.
I
Like a
have to
conversation
be your-
is the hardest thing to have with niggas these days.
What?
Isn't it crazy?
I'd be like, what the
No
fuck are we
substance.
talking about?
Yeah, no substance, no
Like
nothing.
none.
Don't WYD me every
Excuse
2
me?
days. WYD.
I hate ILY. I hate
Illy.
IMY.
Illy.
I hate FR for real. What the fuck is fur? I'm not talking to you. You're a grown ass man.
That's
What is
ridiculous.
what,
Ridiculous.
Jess, what is it?
What is
Yeah.
fur?
And then when a nigga say to me, it's given. Excuse me? Oh yeah, we done.
You were done.
So what is substance? That is the question. Now, if a man is texting a bunch of acronyms, then he's probably not the most articulate guy in the bunch. And I kind of wonder how he got your number to begin with. But what is substance nowadays? Because one thing I've noticed is that men and women in this modern world of dating both have different ideas of what substance and intellect is in terms of conversation or just life, period. Some people actually have deepness to them, and others just feel like they do, but they don't. There is a whole lot of shallow water out here. It's like stepping into an expensive bathtub. I appreciate what the lady said in the podcast, but they are in the minority. There are much fewer women looking for substance than what's being portrayed, and that's a fact. And the thing about the intellectual man is he has a lot to talk about, but knows within the first couple of conversations that he's not going to be able to talk about it. Topics that he considers substance might not be topics that she considers substance. Topics about politics, social economics, psychology, philosophy, spirituality, the list goes on and on. But then you start to learn that most women aren't interested in any of it, even though it's substance. Some are, most aren't. Women will say, I love a nerd, I love a guy with intellect and substance who can hold a conversation and mentally stimulate me and yada yada yada. But then you have to ask, well, what type of conversations are y'all having? What's being talked about? Because when you talk to these same women, and I'm just being honest, they don't talk about nothing intellectual at all. After she's finished talking about everything that happened at work, she has nothing else to say. So what conversation are you supposed to hold at that point? It almost turns into an interview just to keep the conversation going. You want to talk about the meaning of life, and she wants to talk about food. And it's killing you softly. She wants to talk about where she wants to travel, and you honestly could care less. You really don't care if you're keeping it real. And you feel bad because she's so excited talking about it. So you just listen because that's her substance. She's talking about how she wants to go to Greece, and you're just like, yeah, that's nice. Now, if she was to talk about Greek mythology and how that might make her want to go to Greece, now you're interested because now you're learning something. Makes for a great conversation. But she ain't. She's not. She's just talking about going for the food and the beaches, and you don't really care. Bless her heart. And really with that, what I've noticed is that there's a huge gap between what men are interested in and what women are interested in when it comes to conversation and discussion. A straight misunderstanding of how we both like to even talk in general. You have conversationalists and you have discussionists. Women are more conversationalists. They like to chat, gossip, go with the flow, speak what's on their mind and be heard. That's why if you're a great listener, women will appreciate you more. And that conversation can go on for hours. Men are more discussionists. We like to have dialogue and discussions about specific topics and debate over opinions and facts. And that conversation can go on for hours. So then y'all get together, you want to talk about spirituality and she wants to talk about what's on TikTok. Now the conversation is awkward and exhausting. Y'all are in two different spaces and are unaware of it. And you don't know how to find any relativity, so you point the finger at each other for not knowing how to hold the conversation. When in actuality, y'all are really just not interested in what the other person is saying. Both of y'all will have to care to actually speak the other person's language, and to be honest, ain't nobody gonna put in that much effort. You not gonna dumb yourself down, and she's not gonna speak about anything that's not already on her mind. And now it's crickets over the phone. And someone is about to get ghosted very soon. But you know, something that women don't understand about intellectual men, and I'm talking about the women that claim that's what they desire, is that an intellectual man always wants to learn something new. Whether it's new information, new skills, new perspective. He needs mental stimulation in order to stay interested, or else it's just not gonna work. If he doesn't get it, he gets bored. Who cares if you want to go to the carnival? What do you think about X, Y, and Z? Can you give a perspective that keeps me interested and wanting to talk to you? But what really is the plight of the intellectual man though? I think it's this. The thing about being deep-minded is that the further you go into conversations with these women, you're going to be faced with resistance, apprehension, and defense. You're going to feel a pullback and not understand why. It's because your intellect is also rooted into and coming out of your belief system. The things you believe to be true and false, your ethics, principles, etc. And because you're giving her so much knowledge and information she's never heard before, she's going to feel like you're trying to change her. Like you're trying to convert her belief system. So to you, you're just being yourself, but to her, you're very influential. You may be giving her perspectives that she's just not ready for or didn't sign up for. She thought she was ready for that deep water, but got a little too deep. And now she's running like a track star.
She's a runner, she's a track star. She gon' run away when it gets hard.
She starts looking for an escape route. And that's why you should only talk to women who are interested in what you're interested in. Because let's be real, a lot of women in the dating scene can't handle what they say they want and overestimate themselves. She says she want a guy that's mentally stimulating until she gets with a deep thinker and then realize she ain't as deep as she thought she was. Just like a woman who say, I want a man that's healed, until they get with someone who's self-aware and introspective and then realize it ain't her. Because there's a level of accountability that comes with him and she ain't ready for. But fellas, don't take it to heart if she's being a track star, because she's really just doing you a favor. Y'all do me a favor by going to the next video. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Peace out.